Oh, we're live on my side. Here's just taking a sweet time. Did that button turn green? You pushed it?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at your OBS. Is your streaming button going?
Yes.
Does it say start streaming?
It says, well, it says stop streaming
Oh,
because,
good. Oh, that means it's going.
yeah.
But for whatever reason, your streaming software's not going to catch up. That is the inherent problem with freaking YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick intro real quick while I what the absolute heck we're doing. Live on my channel. Well, it says you're live. You're here.
Okay, well, I don't see it on mine, but anyway.
It's on your actual channel. I'm looking at your actual channel. Okay, good.
I'll just sit here and warm my hands.
It looks better now that I've turned off the broadcast for coffee. That way when I go to edit this, I know I got the right one.
It's January 29th. Sunday.
Sunday. That's why we said 6 p.m.-ish.
Mm-hmm.
It's currently 6:40.
Mm-hmm.
Still close. It's still got a 6 in the title.
Oh, guess what? I'm not so blurry
No, you're not so blurry at the screen.
because I got my glasses on.
Got your face. I left the damn door open again.
It's okay. It gets warm in here.
Yay! What are we talking about today? What do you got? Okay, I'm going to talk about cybersecurity today at some point. A few other tech-related stuff.
Alrighty. Hmm. You wanna hang on before you get too into that? I can't hear you. I mean, I can hear you because you're right there, but I can't hear you. No. Yeah, but not very loud.
It's not coming in very loud at all?
No.
Okay, hang on, that's my doing. I can fix that. I can find my mouse pointer. Oh, well, here we go. How about that? Is it coming across there now?
Say again?
Again?
Nope.
And again and again.
No, I can hear you here, but not here.
That's weird. You should be hearing my line out. You should be listening to your line out. So bring up your GoXLR real quick. I can do it from over here.
Coaxial.
It's the one on the very end of that thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Line out, line out, line out. Line in, you should be hearing. Yeah, it lines up.
Okay, now I can hear you.
That's because I'm closer to you. Are you hearing me because I'm right next to you, or hearing me because
I'm hearing the odd word in my earphones. But I can hear you talking, but I can hear the odd word.
Okay. What I need you to do is just hang on a second.
Yeah.
Put my sound up, and I will be able to hear your stream. This way I can tell if you're yelling out.
Okay, I heard I can tell in my ears. Okay, I heard I can tell in my ears.
Yeah, see, it's
Okay,
tough.
I heard I can tell in my ears.
That's really quiet. Okay, so what's going on here? Because I'm pushing out pretty hot. Virtual camera's working. Alright, let's put the music back on. Can you hear the music? Obviously you can hear that.
Yeah, music I can hear.
Okay, that makes no sense because all you're getting is line in and line out, line in for my line out.
Okay, I can hear you very quietly.
Because you can hear me through your own ears because I'm right next to you.
No, I can hear you. I hear like it's here, and yeah.
Line in, line out, or all the way up. Okay, I'm gonna come over and check this side. Hang on, folks. We're gonna do some fun troubleshooting. This is always fun about live TV. I'm gonna magically walk across the room.
Yeah, I can't.
I need your headphones.
Okay.
I need you to speak to me.
Text test 1 2 test 1 2 test 1 2.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're getting line out. It's the music. Okay, that's the line out. Okay, jump onto your headphones here. Hi. Huh? Should be fine. I'm gonna mute your mic. Talking to people. I'm not sure what that's all about.
I'm not sure what that's about either. Yesterday, I came in here.
Oh, how about now?
Yeah, now I can hear you. What did you do?
Turned it on. I turned the line out that goes to my microphone.
Oh, there you
It
go.
sends the microphone to my line out. Is it
There-
moving your OBS meter a whole lot now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I was thinking that it had been when I was madly pushing buttons
Okay,
trying to get the
so-
feedback not to deafen me.
So, yeah, we figured
Yesterday.
out what that feedback was, but now, see, I'm tinny. Okay, so I got to play with my headset. You keep talking.
Okay.
I think it's this one. Nope. Might be this one. Might be that. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear the line in.
Got it figured out?
Well, we'll see. I'm going to put it over here. We're going to keep talking, okay?
Alrighty.
So, you can still hear me?
Yeah. I can hear
I
you.
can't hear you. Try now. Oh, now I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, I know why. You're sending your microphone back to me.
Okay.
Or my... Let me rephrase that. Bring your GoXLR up again.
It's right there. Yeah.
So you can hear me.
Yes.
You need to send... See the one that says line outs, left-hand column? Far left. Go all the way across to the right
Yeah.
to where it says line in.
Yeah. And take that out.
Take that out. Okay?
How's that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
There we go. We got it.
Okay.
You were basically sending yourself to yourself.
Oh, okay.
And you were sending my mic to you, and then you were sending my mic back to me. I don't need to hear it. Okay, so now, before we go anywhere, upper corner, upper left
Of.
of GoXLR,
Yeah.
the first button on the bottom left of that panel. That one.
Yeah. That one.
Click it. Save it. There.
Okay.
There you go. Now it's saved.
Okay.
Okay, so our wonderful no viewers. Well, we have viewers that watch us that don't register on our view count, and I hate that.
Oh. Well, anyways.
But we fixed it. Yay.
Hello, and we're here again for another Sunday.
Sorry, and we're a little late today. Sorry.
Well,
Technical issues.
yeah. A little late.
A little late, but that's okay. You were out doing a birthday party thing.
Yeah.
Woohoo. I saw there's cake downstairs.
It's not cake, it's sandwiches.
Oh, well, that's no fun. I don't want it then. It ain't cake. I don't want it.
Well, sorry.
I'll go buy my own cake. How's that? Fix that problem.
You go ahead and do that.
I could have a dog biscuit. Watch your mic. You're getting too far away again.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what we need? That's why I want to get that headset mic working for you. Because you're not like me. You don't sit still.
No, I don't.
Is that music too loud in your ears?
No, it's fine.
Okay, we're good. Okay, so what are we talking about today? I know what I'm talking about today. Apparently, I'm talking about how to fix a live setup on the air.
There you go.
Yay.
Technical difficulties.
It happens. Oh, geez, you know what I got? This is something else we have to remember to do. You got to keep your white backgrounds away from your face.
What white background?
Look at your notepad. Left side screen.
Oh, yeah?
It's bright. I just turned mine off because it's causing a whitewash on my face.
Okay.
Yours isn't too bad, actually. No, yours is fine.
I can make it littler.
Nah, it's fine. Just move it over to a different screen.
There you go.
Okay, I want to show you something. On your OBS, I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah?
Down at the very bottom, you'll see a green square. Do you see where it says live? And
Yeah.
it has a timer going?
Yeah.
Look to the right of that.
Okay.
You see a square?
Yes.
If it starts to change color, let me know. That means
Okay.
your internet's about to drop.
Okay.
But just every now and again, I do it too. Just look down at it and make sure it's still the right color.
Right.
Otherwise, you're good. Hey, and this time I remembered to record it. Let's hope it actually goes to the recordings folder this time.
Is that what that red dot is on the OBS icon?
No, that just means you're live.
Oh, okay.
You're
That's
live,
amazing.
but your OBS studio doesn't think you are. But I checked your OBS, and you and me are both live. We got a little tinny, but I think that's the wine in my voice today.
Gotcha.
So what are you talking about today? I know what I got. I came up with it at the last minute, and there's a few things I noticed while I was perusing YouTube.
All right. So we chat about pretty much anything that crosses our desk, really. That's of interest. And you're going to start with tech stuff?
Well, I don't know if I can call it tech stuff. Some of it's about the current wave of ransomware, although in the last week or so, it seems to have cooled down a bit after the one in Toronto where they went after, was it Sick Kids Hospital they went after?
Yes.
And it turns out that a particular hacking group, yeah, they're still out there. One of their, what did they say? I'm going to call it partners, attacked the hospital. And that's against their rules, apparently. There, sorry, I had the little floppy thing. The Velcro doesn't stick on my headphones and it flops down. It looks like I have a comb over.
Yeah, so they volunteered to assist in
redoing, resetting everything up for free. Well, wasn't that nice of them?
Yeah. How about you don't...
How about you don't do it in the first place?
Make it available in the first place, yeah.
Well, it just goes to prove that a lot of our stuff is so insecure. I mean, look at lately, there's been a rash of YouTube channels hacked.
Yes.
And it's as a result of, well, we've been talking about it. I think we talked about it last week. I just realized something. I lowered your camera too far down.
That's okay.
No, it's not.
Your
monitor's in the way.
It occurs to me, as you were talking about that, and that the ransomware company had said it was one of their partners and all this. As you were talking about that, I thought, wait a minute, wasn't that an episode of one of those shows that I watch? What the heck? So
we see that. Well, because a lot of shows are taking it from what's going on in current events.
Right. So there was an episode of
I need to do my job here.
FBI.
Was it probably? Yeah, it was was it FBI? Yeah, FBI. One of the FBI shows. Here, we'll just put you on. Put your pretty face up there.
One of the FBI shows, and they were talking about the one guy Jubal was in the hospital. His son was having treatment for cancer, and he was in the hospital, and then everything went for everything shut down, and they were like, "Oh, it's okay, sir. Just go and be with your child. We'll figure this out." And he was like, No. I'm FBI. You tell me what's going on. And then he got people on it straight away, but that was the same kind of thing, that their entire system had been seized, and it was like shutting down life support systems and stuff. That's just
It's just, yeah, I know, it's scary, isn't it? I mean,
like,
the hacking,
nasty.
The hacking group Anonymous has said they could bring down Hydro whenever they wanted to.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad you need that sense of power, but really, can you use that sense, that amazing qualifications there and organization and
to do good in the world?
And hacking wisdom to do good in the world?
Of course.
Could we do that? Could we?
I mean, I'm going to admit it. I was a bit of a white hat myself when I was younger. You know what a white hat is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was a good hacker. I did it for good, but there are some that, think it's still unethical to hack to begin with. Well, you know what? Some people somebody's got to test the system.
Yes. Well, there's that, and then people are gonna do what is supposedly impossible and all that stuff. But can we maybe do it for good? To make life better for people, not to risk their life support systems and so on. Or
extort them for money.
Yeah.
Nasty
business.
Let me go back to my little show discussion notes here I won't tell you where I got them from. Speaking of cyber. Oh, of course we will. We're using everybody's favorite new chat AI program to help us out, to give us talking points when sometimes the news isn't in depth enough. Oh, speaking of news, most people in this side of the world won't really know, but that longtime mayor of Mississauga.
Oh, yeah. Can you turn the music down just a touch?
No. How's that?
Well, I can be there, but it's just was distracting me. Mayor Hazel. Yeah. I grew up in Mississauga.
She was a piece of work.
She was a feisty old
piece of work.
broad. Really feisty.
You just asked the Bare Naked Ladies about that one.
Yeah, that was funny.
Perform in whatever the name of the square was. It slips my mind.
Square One. I think it was Square One.
She actually thought they were naked.
Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah. She never. I think she finally did. It did eventually happen, that show.
Yeah, I think
sorry to jump off topic. I just saw that. She
figured out.
Notes, I wanted to talk about it.
Yeah. She's very funny, but she was very feisty, and you either really liked her or you really didn't like her.
Actually leads me to another discussion point. So it's a little off my topic.
She was wait. She was mayor for like 20 years, right?
Well, that's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
Does having no change in your mayor affect the way your city does business? Because usually sometimes fresh blood is that good for a new experience and get things moving when it's stagnant. So having a mayor that long, how long was she mayor of Mississauga?
It was at least 20 years. Yeah, it was at least 20 years.
Forever. So does that affect your municipality, city, whatever ability to govern?
Well, I don't know, because you just still have a city council, and there's other opinions there. It's not just one person. She can have a strong impact, but it's
for sure.
It's not just one person. But she was a personality for sure.
I saw it in my show notes, and I didn't want to forget about it.
Okay.
Because being from there, you probably won't. Well, I showed you this morning, but I think we might have some viewers in that end of the country, although it's a little late for them now. What is it, 7 o'clock? So 8, 9, so 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Awfully late for those old people.
Now.
They go to bed. So that music's too loud, eh? I can hardly hear it.
So our mayor here in Victoria, the former mayor, she's not mayor anymore, the former mayor has now gone to be in charge of or ahead of the
some housing thing?
On housing at the provincial level.
Yep. Would you like me to get her exact title for you?
Sure.
If I can, as soon as you type Lisa, the first thing that comes up is Lisa Marie Presley.
No, not Lisa. This is Lisa Helps.
She's the BC Special Advisor on Housing.
Special Advisor.
That's really
okay.
loud.
So she's not in charge. It's just an advisor, consultative type thing.
Well, I guess they had to do some Band-Aid stuff by putting people in places after the last person got her degrees pulled from her and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
That's a PR nightmare, that one.
Yeah. Well, so the mayor of Victoria's had, former mayor of Victoria, Lisa Help, she's had quite a bit of experience with
dealing with that.
homeless encampments and
Oh, for sure. We have,
working with the province to house
we've had several here.
people in. They've taken over smaller
Mhm.
hotels and housed people, and there's some housing projects I've seen around town where they're using those storage containers, you know.
Container houses.
Yeah, and they're building apartments in these storage containers. Kind of cool.
Cool idea.
And there's the ones I've seen, they've stacked them. So that's an interesting project.
You know, I always wanted to do that as a kid, buy big cans and stack them as a fort. Apparently they've done it for real.
So I think that she's had her mind in this issue,
Yeah.
and probably has some pretty good.
Well, she did say when she left, the only one, some of the things she wanted to get involved in after city politics was either reconciliation or housing.
Yeah, and she does have a good background in housing.
She does.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of consultation she can provide for sure.
Well,
and-
even if she just as a voice that says, "Hey, you know what? I've dealt with this before. This is what you could do."
Well, and really, if you're at that kind of a position, you probably are inviting other people to the table, as it were, to discuss. And she's one for thinking outside the box. So
Mhm.
I think that that might be
It
it
might
might be a
work.
good thing.
We'll
It might be a good thing. We'll see where it goes.
Okay, so I want to go back to what I was going to talk about here.
What's that?
I was talking about the difference. Well, not the difference. The inclusion of now AI in cybersecurity,
Mm-hmm.
using it to adapt faster than a human being ever could. But like most things, they're only as good as the program behind it. Because it's code. Yes, it thinks for itself, but if the books, so to speak, are old and out of date, like the one we were peeking at today,
Mm-hmm.
anything from 2021 beyond may be not there, because that's the date they started working on it. Now, they are improving, but cybersecurity now has expanded into both blockchain, i.e., okay, my brain just slapped me. Wow, Bitcoin, that stuff, blockchain technology. It's all Bitcoin is all blockchain.
Right.
Okay, I won't get into that because that's a whole show on its own. They're using it to enhance cybersecurity because it's a peer-based network. So there's not one location, to put it in English, looking at it. There's like several. So you can't hack it if you can't find it.
Oh, I would never say never.
Well, I mean, they'll obviously use the same block technology to work at it the other way.
Mm-hmm.
But AI can actually adapt faster on the fly than a human. Between AI and machine learning, which allows the machine itself to learn from the AI, adapts to cybersecurity threats faster than human-produced software.
I'm kind of expecting to see Arnold Schwarzenegger appear at any point,
Skynet.
stark naked. Yeah,
Skynet. I'm pretty sure you don't want to see it now.
I don't know.
Okay, that's not where that conversation was coming from. But yeah, AI can respond quicker. And now we've got another area of focus is 5G technology, the phones,
Right.
because it's another player. It's gotten fast enough that the hackers are using their phones because they can hack just as fast from a phone as they used to do from a PC. Sorry, I need to sit back here. My lights don't like me that close to it. Kind of looks funny.
And then we invent ways to protect ourselves from cyber attacks or
Yeah.
or hacking of our accounts and all that stuff. And I was telling you about someone on my Facebook that was trying to get in to make a comment on some article on the CBC website.
On a news page, yeah.
And I guess she'd gotten through Facebook to get to it, and it wouldn't let her into her account. Said you have to log into your account. Wouldn't let her in, and gave her a bunch of ways to prove that it was in fact her
It's getting
account.
more and more difficult to prove yourself.
Yeah, and so and I have lost patience with this two-face whatever
Yeah, it's okay.
two-factor. I did.
Up here this afternoon.
I've lost my patience with that. The only person that can't get into my account is me.
son.
Yes.
And he sent me a video through Facebook, of course. And I'm trying to get out of it so I could actually respond to the message. And it wouldn't let me out. I actually banged my phone on the desk going, let the F out.
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh, all I gotta do is close it, dumbass.
Facebook is malware all in of its own lately.
Well, then there's the human malware.
Every time they change something, it gets more convoluted, and I can't find crap.
For sure.
Like trying to post social media alerts for this was a
It is convoluted
nightmare
and
and
ridiculous, and it takes forever. But unfortunately, because of people like these hacking groups, we have to do this now.
yeah.
And even that, the thing that because they, you won't these software wants your stuff so complicated and convoluted as far as passwords, we've invented the thing called password managers. Well, guess what?
They get hacked.
They're not safe either.
Yeah.
Well, one of them isn't, anyways. That would be, I'm going to say it on air because everybody else does. LastPass, they messed up. They admitted it, but now they're getting sued, as far as I know.
Yeah. So my password thing is unhackable. It's a piece of paper on my desk. You can't hack it.
Well, going back to the cybersecurity thing, there is some things around that I've seen locally. I can show you the picture of it. Of people that leave their passwords tattooed to their desk.
I didn't say it was tattooed to my desk.
You know what I mean? There's a piece of paper taped to the desk.
Yeah, I used to do that when I worked for government. I had my passwords on a little piece of paper tucked into one of the vase thingies on my desk for paper clips or something. I would have all these passwords stuck in there so that I could figure out. But also, it was if I was sick, then someone needed to get into something, then they're forever not locking my closet, my cupboards up and stuff when they go and get stuff. So I was worried someone would. Anyway.
Yeah, can you move your mic up just a tad? You're fading out.
My chin is resting on it.
I know you're fading in and out when you move.
Oh, sorry.
Your noise gate's too high. That's just a note for me to bring it down. But to give you an example, I went and set up that laptop.
Yeah.
For work.
Yes.
The one that I keep at the arena.
Yes.
And I needed the Wi-Fi password to set it up because you had to set it up in the office.
And you couldn't remember it?
I didn't need it.
Why?
Well, I asked and got it. She gave me a picture of the Wi-Fi password. How long did it take me to get the Wi-Fi password in the office? Right? That
Yeah.
should have been handed to me on a piece of paper that I threw out later.
Yeah. And then
However,
changed. Yeah.
I didn't need it. When I sat down in the conference room and opened up the laptop, guess what it did?
Went right onto it.
Went right onto that Wi-Fi.
Hmm.
So we refer to that in the hacking world as social engineering. How easy was it for me to get that password?
Yeah.
Right? That should not happen. That should have been, no, here it is. Or it's pre-programmed to the laptop. You don't need to have it.
Right.
And they should have known that. And what's really funny and ironic about that is not a week later, like last week, we all got emails. They're trying to see how much people know about phishing and not with a fishing rod.
Uh-huh.
And guess what? The survey came back, 85% of the entire company, not just our division, got phished.
Wow.
80% of the users got phished.
Speaking of phishing, I got another one of those text messages that says, oh, by the way, Canada Services wants to give you $200 some odd dollars. Press Y if you want to have the link for that. And there's it's an interact transfer, but they spelt interact and transfer wrong, and it's not Canada Services. It's CRA. They're saying that they are, and I was like, oh, it must be every day or every other day I get some either phone call with some message from China wanting me to do something or other, or it's Canada Revenue gonna give me money if I just go here and press this. And like,
can you turn your head and look at the text message on my phone? You don't have to read it. Other way.
text message on
my
your phone.
See that?
Yeah.
I just got that. Apparently Canada Post tried to deliver a message. And it would be all right if said CA Post Notice. And the C, the P, and the N are all capitalized. Do they think we're stupid?
Well, I guess if you don't pay attention, you're just sort of
and that's what it is.
doing 6 other things, and you go, oh, yeah, okay, I'll go here, go this. And then now your phone's hacked.
And how many people that we hear on the news, some senior citizen, which I'm getting close to,
Yeah.
is getting hacked or getting bilked out of thousands of dollars just by the old grandkid scam is a big one. Help,
Yeah.
I'm in prison, send me money.
Yeah. And there was another one going through Facebook where, oh, this video is about you.
This is you and I think this is you in that video.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, you've been hacked.
Yeah. And when you tell them, they go, no, not me. That's not possible.
Yeah. Well,
Now,
it
guess
is.
what, sunshine? It is.
It is. And it's
getting bad. These scam messages on your phones are getting bad. Like, I'll get one. Now, within about half an hour, you'll get one.
Is it profitable enough that they're continuing to do this kind of stuff, or are they just being annoying and like?
Because now there's actually, I don't know if you've seen the guys on TikTok. There's guys that figure out where these scammers are and hack their systems.
Yes, I've seen those.
So fun. They get so mad.
Yeah, I've seen those.
I actually enjoy looking at it. And that's another thing I want to talk about later. Linus picked it up on his last show. The big thing in YouTube now is react videos.
React videos.
So you react to scammers getting beat up by some other content creator.
Oh, right.
You react to that video.
Right,
There's
yeah.
big money in that. Why? You're watching
Because
somebody else's video. You're taking advantage of somebody else's work. You don't have to do the work. You just sit there and watch the video. And react to it. You go, oh, wow, that guy's an idiot. And next video.
yeah.
You know what? I think we're on the wrong line of work here.
Yeah, well,
But they're finding a way to catch these people. They don't get arrested because the police in their local jurisdiction won't do a damn thing.
no, that's true. And there is power. I mean, TikTok is getting to be quite the thing. I mean, I spend way too much time looking at stuff myself.
It's called entertain me. I have nothing to do. I don't want to watch TV because it's all the same boring crap.
Yeah, true. But there's also an element there of let's work together as a team and stop this really annoying stuff. Yeah. There's a guy on there that plays videos of people behaving really badly, racist or something, really badly. And then he says, okay, who recognizes this person? Where can we find them? Tracks them down and outs them to their like boss and whatever, like this, or depending on where they were when they did the deed. But so it's the power of the mob, really, right? A community aligned to stamp out crap like that.
Keep talking. I'm answering a message. Somebody says they can't hear you. I got to figure out which channel.
Can't hear me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just keep this. Don't stop talking. I can't diagnose it if you're not talking.
The one you're talking about, reaction videos. I saw one the other day, yesterday I think, that was this little kid had like 6 years old, maybe a little bit younger than that, singing a Backstreet Boys song at the top of his lungs, not really singing it, more yelling it. And the reaction was the actual Backstreet Boys watching this kid, and they were just howling. Really? He had all the words down and some of the moves, and there's a little brother in there helping him with his dance moves, and he was just hollering this, everybody, at the top of his lungs, and they were just howling. Those kind of ones they're cute. Yeah, I like those. Yeah, and there's another lady on there that lately has been reacting to other people's cooking videos and their shortcuts of cuisine. And the woman was putting, I can't remember what she was making, but she put stuff in a like was one of these one pan things. I love these one pan things where you throw everything into one pan, throw it in the oven, and it comes out and it's dinner, and that was it. I like that kind of stuff. I'm lazy, but she was doing something or other, and she would let the dog was there. She let the dog lick her hand, and then she put her hand back into the food, and I guess it was she's making meatloaf. So she was munching the hamburger and whatever was in there, and then she let the dog lick her hand. Then she put her hand back in there. Then she got some water from the tap and let the dog drink from the glass of water. Then poured the rest of it into the thing, and the woman that was reacting was just about losing her lunch watching this. I know dogs are clean and all this,
Yeah,
but
that's still gross.
that's and I don't want them drinking the water before you put it in my food. Thanks.
Like
And probably any germs in it would have been killed in the baking deal of the heat of the baking and all that stuff. Is probably perfectly fine, but just revolting to watch.
But still.
So those reaction videos are quite fun.
By the way, I fixed it.
Quite fun.
I fixed the problem.
You fixed the problem? Okay.
Yeah, we got a message from a viewer.
We have a viewer. I'm excited.
Yeah, but instead of sending it in chat, he sent it to me by phone.
Oh.
I don't know where the message came from.
Oh.
Downstairs.
Oh, okay.
You know somebody's watching.
Oh.
In this case, listening.
Hi.
What's for dinner?
Yeah, what's for dinner?
So yeah, that's something I've heard going off lately is just this whole ransomware. Spyware is not as bad as it used to be. People are getting smarter with spyware. But the whole ransomware and these wrong camera. Sorry. Make money scams are, I understand people want to make money. There's just better ways to do it. Would you agree?
Yeah, it makes me sad that people feel like the best way to go forward in their life is to make use of the vulnerable people in society. Do we have to do that? Like, do these people not have enough things going on in their life that you have to make it worse by scamming them?
Is it money? Is it power? Or both?
Well, that's what I was asking. Is it profitable enough that it's worth doing, or is it just I like to piss people off and I'm gonna?
Or they do it because they can.
Yeah.
But a lot of there are countries where these places are set up and there's just giant rooms full of people that do that. The big one used to be the Amazon refund scam, where you get this email that says somebody just spent $5,000 on your credit card at Amazon, and here's a number to phone us to get that refunded. They can try that with me all they want. It's where will I get $5,000 on a credit card?
Yeah. Well, there's a new scam born every minute, they say.
Yeah, same as there's a sucker born every minute.
Yeah, true.
I'm going to turn my head a little bit. I'm going to make more coffee.
Another one is buying things through Facebook.
Oh, yeah. I've been burnt on that one.
I've been burnt too, and you think, whoa, that's a good deal. There was a couple of things lately where that they were looking at where some kind of storage unit, and it was this huge thing that unfolded
that was
out.
The whole luggage fiasco.
That folded out, and it was $13 apparently for this set of 3 canister, like those Rubbermaid tubs, but they opened up, and then there was a little thing that opened up the front so you could stack them, and they were clear, and there were $13 for a set of 3. Really? I don't think so.
Speaking of that, would you like to add to your story from last week?
What's that?
While I go and get some water for a cup of coffee.
What story?
About the lady that got her luggage misplaced. that has since found her luggage.
Oh yeah.
Luggage
So
delivered back to her. I'm going to go and
yeah, there was that. Well, it was on the news, on the like television news about this. What I was talking about last week about these people that had gone on their, like I think it was their honeymoon, and their luggage disappeared, and they went to Air Canada to get it back, and all this, through this whole rigmarole for like 4 months, and they had air tags on it, and they knew that it was in fact in Toronto, but Air Canada kept saying, well, we can't find it, and they ended up tracking it down to a storage facility that was run by some charity, and the cops were telling them that there was all these luggage things in there, and it was a big rigmarole, and they finally Air Canada found their luggage exactly where they had already told them it was, and returned it to them. But it was such a rigmarole, and there was all this other luggage belonging to other people. What a nightmare.
it's called we don't have the staff to sort it. We're just going to throw it in storage.
It makes you just not want to travel.
Yeah.
And now we're getting there's cheap airways, but you have to have carry-on luggage. There's no luggage transportation. Well, I'm guessing that would be a safe bet then, hey? You don't get there's no food there or anything. You get your butt on a plane and your bag on the overhead, and that's it. And it's $200 each way or something.
Yeah, 200. I mean,
from Vancouver to Toronto.
yeah, there's more flights than that, but that's the big one that says it's cheap.
Yeah. So we went to Mexico in 2019 before all this craziness happened, and I went with a carry-on. That's it. I just took a carry-on because
we went to Ontario for your high school reunion, and that's all we did. We got everything in a carry-on.
Carry-on, yeah, because I'm not looking for luggage. It's a nightmare to start with, and then now we're losing it altogether. What a pain.
Didn't we check our luggage on the way back? And not throw it in the carry-on? I can't remember.
Yeah, because I think we had bought stuff.
You know what? I really like that fireplace beside you. It looks kind of cool.
Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I'm making myself some more coffee in case you hadn't figured that out. Oh,
Can you see that it's a fireplace? It looks kind of blurry to me.
Hang on, give me 2 seconds and I'll fix that. Let me just turn off the blur. There you go.
Yeah. See, it's a fireplace. But it's not. It's not really hot.
It's not real. It's fake.
It's fake.
Yeah, we need to get you a microphone like
Go.
this one because of the way you speak. Speaking across the microphone for you just doesn't work.
No?
No.
Well, I'm learning.
You're learning. You're getting much better. I don't know if I want to leave the blur on or blur off. What do you think?
I don't think it matters.
It does to me. You can see the fact I haven't cleaned up the desk.
You still got glue stuck to that table?
Yep, I do.
Yep. I was there with my glue gun, and I left behind
You see this?
reminders of my
This
beauty.
is what takes the glue off the table.
Yes.
That's my package opener, but it doubles as a. I'm gonna peel the glue off.
Yeah, I
Okay,
worked
so
in. I
just
got
as
some of it
a
off
side
to
note,
beat.
We're gonna go a little longer today.
Why?
Because the first half hour nobody could hear you. on my channel. On yours they could hear you.
Well, they need to be watching on my channel. What the actual
Watching
hell?
On both channels.
And just don't forget to
Hey, you're getting subscribers from this, which is absolutely awesome.
like and subscribe.
Please do. I got to start now that I'm after Tuesday. I'm off for like 2 weeks. Hey, mini vacation. I'm gonna start doing pop-ups and things for subscribers and sorry, just got an email. Things like that. Like we have a sponsor again, another one. Speaking of that.
Oh, you were gonna say, yeah.
It's not ready yet.
Oh.
I haven't got my goodies and pin and my talking points.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll wait on that then. But
We will wait on that. I just want to read this really quickly. This is email related. Here, work
Okay. Well, you do that. The other thing I was going to talk about.
Ooh, wow. The difference between one person writing a report and the other, one actually used the 4-letter words that were said to them.
Oh.
I should let you read that one too.
Oh. Cool.
I won't.
Um.
Until I send it in.
So I was at this birthday party
How'd it go, by the way?
for my little granddaughter.
How'd it go, by the way?
It went well. She was very excited.
She got her toonies, right?
Yes, one of her aunties made her a beautiful multicolored dress with a tulle underskirt kind of thing for it, and it twirls nicely. This is important for when you're 3 years old. Your dresses must twirl. Absolutely. No conditions. And this one did. And she could say that she was a unicorn in it because it was multicolored. Beautiful pinks and purples, and I think some yellow in there too. And she was quite excited about this dress, and she's her parents are quite brilliant. She wants a new bike, and so they said, don't give her birthday presents. We don't toys coming out her ears. Give her toonies so she can save up for this here bike.
That's cool.
And so she's saving up for a bike. So we gave her toonies, and she was happy to say, "Oh, more money, she says.
More money. Yeah, she's learned. You know what? And that teaches them something as well.
Yeah,
They learn to save.
absolutely.
They want
It's it.
something saved for
It's
them.
brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. But she had this dress, and she was boogieing around and playing with some kids and having a blast, and unicorn dress and cake. And yesterday they went to Flying Squirrel, and she was bouncing around there and having a hoot. What could you ask for? You can't ask for anything better than that when you're 3 whole years old. That's exciting.
3 already?
3 whole years old she is, yeah.
I feel old every time I hear one of these kids' birthdays.
Mm.
Well, then I hear your girls' birthdays, and I really feel old.
Mm.
If that makes me feel old, what's that make you feel?
Yeah. I've got another grandchild that next going to be 3 next month. One of the boys, one of Jeremy's boys is 3 next month. And then my son, Scott, is really old coming up next month.
Say that again?
He's really old.
He's really old.
Really, really old. Oh, yes, yeah.
30?
I think he's 29.
Close.
Yeah. So he's really old. I used to say, I said once to my dad, can you imagine you have a daughter who's 50? And he goes, never mind, I've got a wife who's 75.
I liked your dad. He'd come up with stuff like that all the time.
And I had a kid that was 25.
Mm-hmm.
And even older then. Yeah.
How do the girls feel about how old they're getting?
They're going to be 21 forever. Did you not know that?
I'm 12.
That's what girls do, right?
Was it 12 now?
You're 11.
11. Okay. 11.
Yeah. I'm 9. Yeah. So there's some point in your life where you can reverse the digits of your birthday, your age, to feel, a little bit younger, or you can add them together and feel really young.
Yeah.
And some of that is mindset.
Only as old as you feel?
For sure.
Some days I feel really old.
Some days I do too, and
Usually when I get
sometimes
out of bed,
some days I feel goofy.
I'm feeling old today.
So when we were, the adults were sitting around while the kids were playing, and I was speaking with some of the, my daughter's friends that were there.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about going back to work after being
Locked down?
locked out or whatever for the pandemic. Some folks went back last November. Was last November? No, the November before that.
November before that. Somewhat back to normal since
Some
early last
yeah.
year.
Yeah, so November 2021.
Yep.
some people started going back in the provincial government anyways, but the federal government is just this year going back.
Yeah.
And
I saw a TikTok today, speaking of that.
yeah.
It said about going back to work after being off for so long, and this is the first thing you see. There's a PowerPoint presentation that says layoffs 2023.
Oh, really?
Well, how would that make you feel?
Yeah, well, some people are,
Some people don't want to go back to the office.
yeah, I hear that, because not everybody in provincial is back yet either.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these other, sort of associated companies are not there. Everything is remote.
Related to that.
So, you know, when you're looking through the want ads on like Indeed or something, you'll see, hybrid, which means that you're some remote days and some in the office days. A lot of people are seeing that as a transition back into the office, or they're seeing that that's as far as they're going to go. They don't want that anything more. People are happy to be working from home in some levels, and some folks are finding it's too isolating. But other folks they don't want people anymore. It's difficult to concentrate with the other staff around them and so on. So
used to working by yourself.
you're used to working by yourself. And I know that when I was back in the office, I was finding it difficult to concentrate sometimes.
One of the girls that works at the arena with us, her full-time job is government work, right?
Yeah.
And she's just gone back to the office. And the problem she's running into, not for herself, but a lot of her coworkers don't like having people 4 feet close to them. They're so used to just being able to do whatever they want, sit where they want, sit with their feet up and do their work. But they don't like the people anymore.
Yeah, and the noise factor too. You can wear a headset and so on, but you can't really block people out.
Yeah, it was a problem I used to have in school, especially during math class. If people were yammering too much, I would just lose it.
Yeah, it's difficult to focus, but also this idea where you have like an instant message or something, email or some other print way, text, anything to contact people is way better than having someone show up beside your desk and look at you and demand your attention right now. We're all still kind of brain fogged and can't really focus like instantly like that. Plus, it's annoying. It breaks your concentration, and so peopling involves that kind of stuff, and people are having a hard time with that. And like you say, they don't want to be also 2 feet away from somebody. We have one area in a lot of these open workspaces where you've got your monitor sitting there, and you plug your laptop in, and you're on a table really, and next to you is another table with somebody else sitting at it. So there's no 6 feet between you anymore. You're like, and so there's still some concern about getting sick. And it's not that, oh my God, COVID's going to get me. It's not necessarily that. It's been nice over the last few years of not having a cold every 5 minutes, and your flus and bronchitis and whatever the hell else is going around isn't going around. And so we don't want that.
No.
We don't want that stuff. So we're a little bit worried about that. And we don't want to wear like a mask, because then people think we're like weird. But on the other hand, I kind of like having the mask because people weren't sneezing all over me.
At the hockey games last 2 nights, we've had people with masks on.
Really? Yeah.
Speaking of that, sorry, I've been doing some therapy here by text. Somebody's having a little issue with her thing last night.
Okay.
With the incident last night.
Okay. Well,
it's really messing her up.
Okay.
So I'm just answering occasionally.
Okay, that's fine. So the health and I'm just thinking that little
I know
that little
there was some stuff you wanted to talk about. We were doing some of it there just a second ago.
that little AI program gave me some
Yeah.
notes, which is kind of nice because I have COVID fog brain. I do. I did an invoice for a purchase of books and messed up on the math not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Would it be better to put a formula in the formula in the spreadsheet to do that for you?
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't have to
Yeah,
worry about
one
it?
of my authors gave me a formula spreadsheet thing, and I have to go find it because my brain
is that
just
formula set for the new.
No.
Speaking of COVID brain.
no, it's set for the what is with my I must be going to get money.
Oh,
Hands itchy.
hot.
So anyways, this the points the hybrid work option. So I was working 1 day home, 4 days in the office.
Yeah. I like
the
that. You get a lot
last-
of stuff done.
The last contract I got, and I kind of would rather work.
Would you rather work full time in the office or hybrid?
I'd rather work hybrid, but it's difficult because what I do usually involves pawn through boxes of papers
Yeah,
and
I
stuff,
cannot do that.
and I'm not schlepping. And plus, the privacy confidentiality would be a nightmare.
Did you buy a lottery ticket today?
No, I did not.
No, okay, because you're scratching your hands, which means you're going to win money.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
And the Canucks aren't playing, so you can't do 50-50.
No.
You should do the Wells 50-50 with us, because you can do it here from home. You're allowed to play. We're not.
So what else I got here?
What else you got there?
Oh, remote work policies. So some of them I saw something on the news about one of the remote work policies involved installing software on your computer as an employee working from home.
Yeah.
They install the boss installs some software on your computer that monitors your keystrokes and monitors how much time you're spending online, and that's just a little offensive.
It's
But
a little. Well, look at the one that was charged with time theft.
yes,
She
yeah,
had
well,
taken them to tribunal or whatever to get the money owed, and they went, no, wait a minute, we've been watching you. You weren't actually working for those.
yeah.
But
So
now, if you go through TikTok, you'll see people have developed little machines that move your mouse around, tap your keyboard, so it looks like you're actually working. Ingenuity.
well, where I was working, they would your what was it, communicator
Yeah.
would show you that you left your
idle, yeah.
away from the
And
desk.
that's how people were just, they had a
Yeah,
little mouse mover machine. You know, the little bird that bounced. You can't see what I'm doing. This might be better if I did this. The little bird that used to walk up and down into the water.
oh yeah.
Somebody found a way to get it to click the mouse. So it would move the mouse every 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, how about it's like working with kids from homeschooling kids.
Yes.
You don't need 8 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon to learn
No,
stuff
You don't.
if you don't have the distractions of the other people around you and the other kids doing stuff, and they're like this. And working from home is the same thing. You can produce as much work in less actual time.
Yeah. I agree.
And
Because let's face it, you know yourself, if you're stuck to your desk for 12 or 8 hours straight, you want to get up and move around.
Yeah.
I can't stand being tied to the phone, you know, the leash. I used to call the phone my leash because you couldn't go more than 6 feet, although I had a pretty long phone cord. There's occasion when it would, you know, come off my head because I walked too far.
so there's a thing about being comfortable in your own home, and some of the when we first went to remote stuff, the beginning of the pandemic, I was still working full time at my previous, before I retired, thing, and I had set people up in their homes, and there was a lot of like some of this ergonomic equipment and stuff. They wouldn't let you have it at home, and some people were having issues with repetitive stress injuries.
That got really common over COVID.
Yeah, because they didn't have the right crap at home to do stuff with.
No, I mean, look at my brother's a good example. He sent me a message. He's bought a computer so he could do some of his other stuff from home, right?
Right.
And he goes, I need a good chair, don't I? Because
Yeah.
doing 8 hours a day on a kitchen chair, probably not a good plan.
Yeah. And yes, you can get up and walk around and do stuff and run
Yeah,
whatever. I mean, you're in charge of your day, so there's a bit of preference there, and you're probably going to eat better because you're not going to the whatever. That was why they got the provincial government to get people to start coming back, was because all the restaurants and that down in where all the government offices were going under because everyone was home eating their own food.
Yep. Because they're at home, they make lunch.
Yeah.
This wonderful
They make
skip
lunch.
dishes and
They can
DoorDash
take
and-
breaks. They can drink enough water. They can, all these things.
Mhm.
And then, what else do I got here?
I don't know. I didn't
Collaboration and communication.
Communication, that was a big thing that come up on Linus's show last week, or Friday with the WAN show, with communicating between staff members. It used to be free with some of the programs, right?
Yes.
Now it costs thousands of dollars for, especially a business. We're on a personal license here with Office and Use. We don't use Teams to communicate because, well, you're right over there.
Yeah.
If I need to talk to you, I can just turn and look.
And I found that during the pandemic stuff, everyone's going to Zoom or Teams or something like that. And when we got back into the office,
Nobody knew
people,
how to talk to each other.
I mean, you don't have that drop by your desk thing that drives me to distraction, as it breaks your train of thought. No, schedule a time, and we'll have a chat, okay, but schedule a time so that my brain is with you on that thing, not trying to do 75 other things at my desk. That drives me, that kind of level of collaboration and communication. We need to be back in the office to do that. Well, no, because it's annoying and it's not effective, for one thing. For another thing, people were calling into the Zoom meeting, sitting at a desk, at a table, one of these table things, two over from everybody else that's in it. Like the other people were all sitting around there too. There was nobody in the board meeting. They were all on Zoom calls, so they're not using it anyways.
No, they're sitting there. They go into a board meeting and be on the Zoom call for the board meeting with 3/4 of the people that were in the meeting.
And it's more effective meeting as well because you're paying attention
Yep.
to what you need to pay attention to, but you can also do other stuff that you need to be doing. It doesn't interrupt your day so dramatically as if, except walking from your desk and going to a board meeting and sitting there having a meeting that could have been an email and things like that. So I don't know. They talk about cost considerations, training and onboarding. Training and onboarding, it might be better to be in the office for some things,
Yep.
but a lot of it is software anyhow.
Yep.
So training, you're going to be training on the computer anyways. Does it matter that you're in the office or not? It doesn't. It doesn't matter. It's easier to ask questions if you're in the office, but that's what instant communicator's for. So, your mental health. Well, there is that isolation factor, hey?
Yep.
And I find that as we work from home, and part of our work is here, and I do find a sense of isolation for sure. But then that's what.
Talk to, you have to reach out and communicate with them.
Well, you book an appointment and you talk on Zoom. But you got to go, make an effort.
Yep.
Nothing is easy, and showing up in the office and doing all this stuff doesn't make it easier. It doesn't make it easier to observe how much work people are doing, because hey, people are really good at looking busy when they need to.
Yeah.
Really, that doesn't solve that either.
There's lots of TikToks about that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you mean you want to do a Zoom call? Oh, really? You got to have a camera on? Oh, geez.
Yeah. So we're moving the provincial government the federal government sending all their people back into the office. People are I think you're going to see that there's probably going to be a drop in productivity because people are just going to be having all these issues about being back in the around people that impact how much work they get done. So I don't know that it's going to be helpful in the long run.
One of the girls that works with me, she's a federal government employee,
Mm-hmm.
and she's just basically found that people don't want to come back to work.
Well,
They
no.
want to be able to work from home.
Yeah, because the work-life balance
It's better.
is much better. You
Much
can.
better and you don't have to put up with all the problems.
Oh no, because if you need to go, say you have kids, and the kid needs you to show up for, I don't know, some soccer practice or something,
Or you need to go to take the kid to the doctor.
or yeah, you need to take somebody to the doctor or whatever. You can do that, and then after supper, pull out your laptop and do the hours worth of work that you missed, or finish that report. And
physical, you have to get to work, but
yeah, and I'm sure there's people that screw the system, whatever system it is. There's got to be people that do that. But for the people that I worked with, most of them put in way more time than they were ever paid for.
mm-hmm.
So I don't think the employer is going to be losing anything, and I think that, like I say, you might see a drop in productivity.
I'm just checking your YouTube to make sure you're still on. Because last time at the hour mark, we had a shutdown.
Yeah, I still got a green square thing going here.
Oof.
Yeah.
Numbers are up too. Perfect. So you were looking at age things, right? Earlier, I saw your document over your shoulder.
Oh, yeah, I was. So I had this thing that we were talking about resolutions in the first one of these that we did, on New Year's resolutions, and I said I don't do resolutions, I do revelations, and that's something that occurs to me in the process of life that I'll say, hey, this is kind of cool. I just figured this out, and I would post those instead of resolving to make some changes or whatever. And one of my revelations is that even though I think that I'm not following my fitness regime as best I probably could be, I got a treadmill downstairs that is making a super good coat rack right at the moment. I don't probably do that as much, but I've got my little Fitbit here monitoring my steps, and I managed to put in 104.6 miles.
Hey, you got another medallion.
And I got myself another medal through the one of these companies that what's it called? It's called Yes Fit. I think it's called Yes Fit.
Yes, it is.
And it's it's a virtual tour. So this one was through the Ring of Kerry in Ireland.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you go to Ireland?
Yeah, this one was Ireland. It's a bit. So they would stop in every once in a while. They'd say, "Hey, you just passed this thing," and send you a thing to tell you about that particular area, and whatever building you just walked past, or whatever forested area or something. Whatever the thing was, it would send you a thing. You just passed this, and a little map, and you can watch and see where you're going on. What I'd like is to have that be, use my virtual headset, and be walking along in the woods of some.
Plug it in.
Well, there was that, but they don't have that game. But that would be cool. I would like that. And anyways, my revelation is that, being annoyed with myself for not doing stuff, and I had reasonable reason, but Netflix was calling, but I did manage to get enough steps in to be able to do that in my little bits here and there, here and there, and there.
I found a way to cheat. It was accidental, of course.
Oh yeah.
With my wrist, and I put the massager on my wrist, and it vibrated the wrist to the point I got 1,000 steps.
Oh. No, you
So
didn't need to tell me that.
I've since corrected that. I've put my Apple Watch on GPS only. So
Oh,
the steps are only counted by distance moved.
right. Yeah. Well, mine's only counted by.
Steps, which is vibration.
Yeah, but I have to move. So when I'm on the treadmill, if I'm not swinging my arms, it doesn't count the steps. So it's kind of stupid.
It should. It should count the movement up and down. That's a setting we have to change.
Well, I have to. I can get around it by taking my phone and sticking it in the bra strap there and walking in, and it feels the movement of my body as I'm walking on the treadmill, and then it logs the steps. So
sticking it in the pocket, right?
yeah. Well, I don't very often have pockets, but yeah.
No, the pocket. The upper pockets.
Oh, the bra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Upper, yeah.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
It's not for whatever. It's for holding things.
It's for holding stuff. I always stick my phone in there. So, but anyways, little bits count as the revelation there.
A little bit helps.
But the other thing that I realized this month or so is I've been watching TikTok and watching the Gen X. Well, we Gen Xers do this, blah 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 blah. And I thought, as I was watching this, I always thought I was a boomer, because I was born in late 1959.
Careful.
Yeah, late 1959. I'm 9 years old, 6 and 3. And the baby boomers were born 46 to 64. So, yeah.
You're the child of a baby boomer.
I'm a baby boomer, but I'm also a child of a baby boomer.
Yeah,
And
right on that line, eh?
and my upbringing was more Gen X.
Which is weird.
Yeah, so they've talked about,
And
oh
you know
well.
what? I think mine would be the other way around.
You think so?
Although my mom was quite a whiz on the computer once she discovered them.
Yeah.
She got her
So
finger. She broke more laptops than I've ever seen.
I'm talking about Gen X being latchkey kids and
Yeah.
pretty much organizing themselves because they're.
experience being a latchkey kid, so to speak, because my mom was always home.
I was a latchkey kid, and the emotional connection there is pretty much raised yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much raised myself and my brother.
Mother was the reason I watched soap operas.
Yeah, my mom watched a lot of soap operas and had a lot of, I think, postpartum depression. Now that I understand life.
Yeah, I bet your mom never ripped keys off a laptop keyboard.
No.
Mom used to do it all the time, get her fingernails stuck onto the keys.
Hmm.
Because she had nasty nails. Screwdrivers.
So I was looking today at what constitutes, a boomer, and there's that age range.
Several. You go to each different website, they give you different age ranges. Is there one that is the official boomer age range?
I don't know. This was just telling me that 46 to 64 is boomer. So you're born after World War II. And then Gen X is, I need to open the page here better.
You open the page.
Is between 65 and 1980, and often referred to as a sandwich generation. Now I can identify with that, because there was a period of time there where my parents were aging and needed a fair bit of organizing and stuff, and then my kids were older but still needing stuff, and then there was grandchildren. And I tell you what, I felt like the innards of a sandwich most of the time.
Is that what that means?
Stress sandwich, absolutely.
Oh, I thought it meant you only ate sandwiches.
Well, then that would be you.
Wow. You confuse me. No, it doesn't take much. That's what I thought you meant. When by sandwich generation, I thought they never ate real meals. They just ate sandwiches every day.
No.
No, that's not what it means?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Emphasis.
Every day.
Yeah, so it's talking about the traits of all these things.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny, though? I've run into the odd occasion where I'm out working and I'm dealing with a disagreeable person, and I've been called a boomer. Do I look that old?
Yeah, so what else can we talk about today?
Hey, gee, thanks. You know what I got to say to that? How's that?
Yeah, you were the one that was asked about seniors
Long before I was a senior. I'm not even a senior yet.
seniors discount in the store long before.
Lets me forget that either.
Yeah, huh? And I think there's overlap, and this is like horoscope really when you're talking about what does Gen X do and what is a millennial and what is this.
Exactly.
It's kind of like a horoscope. Everyone's different, and who knows whatever. But I find it interesting. They're talking about for Gen X, talking about being outside till the street lights came on, and
That's me.
nobody really gave a crap where you were. You were out there and hanging out
If you wanted
around
to get up and go to
outside.
the park, you just got up and left.
Yeah,
Now
and
you have to have a 4-person escort just to go play in the park.
yeah. So things and Latchkey Kid and
Well, last week we were talking about hitchhiking at 12.
oh and stuff stuff. Well, I hitchhiked, but I wasn't at 12.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Then I realized my legs were strong enough to ride a bike. Uh-oh. She disappeared.
Hang on one sec.
Uh-oh. Oh. Still got the sneezies. I guess I could have, I can't reach the button.
Sorry, I
Can't
had to
reach
sneeze.
the button that goes over to my camera when you do stuff like that. If you can, give me a warning and I'll push the button and change the screen.
Okay.
Everybody just watched you blow your nose.
Sorry, I just sneezed and blew my nose.
It's okay.
I may
We're
sneeze
sneezing.
again.
That's the whole idea of this show. We, whatever happens. Last week we had a dog jump on screen.
Yep.
Which, by the way, is probably one of my most watched shorts. Other than the one of her running around in circles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's a crazy
#stream sniper.
pop dog.
Yeah, she's not liking the fact we're up here. She's actually outside the door.
Oh, is she?
She's been there a couple times bopping on the door. Gotta come in and see what we're doing.
You might be doing something interesting.
Yeah, she's developing this. I've got to have attention every minute, every day, every second.
Yeah.
She really goes bonkers when we come back, after being gone for like 4 hours.
Yeah. She's very excited. It's very cute.
Gets the zoomies in the house.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I should have sent you the video. Wonderful TikTok again, or was it Facebook?
What?
I watched mini cows, baby cows, not calves, they're miniature cows.
Yeah.
Right? Get the zoomies.
Oh, really?
I've never seen that before. Of course, the next video afterward is somebody feeding like 15 deer at their front door.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you don't feed the deer. Turn my fan on just a second. It's getting warm over here. How's your heat level?
It's fine.
I thought we were going to have to deal with a helicopter there for a minute, but we seem to be good. I'm trying to get an extra like 10-15 minutes out, which makes up for the, we didn't hear you for 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
We're getting there. We started late, but we've been almost an hour and 20 minutes. We could go like forever if we wanted to. I'm just waiting for the message to come from downstairs that says dinner's ready.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking at where I think we're going to change your microphone and get you one of these SM7Bs with the front facing microphone, so you stick it in front of your face.
Well, it is in front of my face.
No, the end that you speak in. The mic should be vertical. You need to be an end speaker.
Oh, well, you've got the side thing. No.
Yeah, you need to be an end speaker, not a side speaker. It allows for the movement better. Because right now we have to turn it up so loud, I can hear you tap on your keyboard. Which is distracting. Just for me, though.
Well, I'm not tapping on my keyboard, so.
Fine. No, I still love that fireplace. I'm sorry. That looks good. Who gave you that anyways?
Zach.
Oh. Yeah, he's having a bit of a meltdown today. He's having computer issues, so he's probably going to bring it by later. And he's got files extracting into missing folders.
Oh.
I know what it is. He's dealing with something in it's probably emulated games. And the Windows Defender, the antiviral program that comes with Windows now, which is actually really good.
Yeah.
Says, no, you can't have those. And instead of telling you what it does, it just says, no, you can't have that file, and deletes the whole damn thing.
Oh, that's not good.
That doesn't tell you. Well, emulators generally tend to be full of malware, right? So it's trying to protect itself. I get it. So all he has to do, and I'll do it for him, is create a exclusion folder. So anything in this file is excluded from Windows Defender. But if you get malware, it's your own damn fault.
So, an advertisement for
Oh yes, we need to do that.
Philidith Publishing as our sponsor. And they have a call for submissions going on. And if you go to philidithbooks.com/events, no, backslash,
COVID brain. Hang on, I'll pull it up. You keep talking. You keep talking about it. I'll do it. Okay.
/submissions.
Submissions.
That's what it is. Yeah. So Philidith, FILIDH books BOOKS.com
Keep putting in
/submissions, or just the without the backslash on the page. And we're working on revamping that website.
It's on the screen.
But what's the dealio is that it's our 20th anniversary, and we're looking for submissions of things that are new and different, inclusive, diverse in concept, in author, in characters, in all whatever, like new and wild and different and diverse and inclusive and exciting. We want that.
You can see the website.
So you can see they're accepting. And then we're also looking for short stories, poems, essays.
There we go.
Prose is 3,000 word minimum, and or maximum. No, minimum.
And
3,000 word minimum, and poetry is 40 words. And again, diverse, inclusive concepts, and it can be short stories, can be prose, or essays, can be poetry, and send them to publishing at philidithbooks.com.
And if you forget that, it's in the show notes.
Yeah.
Or I call them show notes. Most people call them description for the live stream. When it goes up on the channel, there'll be notes there. Next week we should have a new sponsor. I'm working on it for this week.
Cool.
I got what's an affiliation, so for our my gamer friends that watch, if they want some gamer fuel, no, it's not G Fuel. I haven't got them yet. I'm working on them. They give out their affiliates like candy. I just haven't had the time to actually fill out the form.
So speaking of games, you were doing Star Wars Lego, were you
Lego
not?
Star Wars Skywalker Saga. Yeah, I just picked it up again. I had almost finished it once, and then I had to reformat everything and lost all the thing. It's one of the few games that's not cloud-based savings. Like most of the new games now, everything's saved in the cloud, so you don't have to worry about uninstalling the game and losing everything.
That's handy.
I've always played the Lego games. I like them. They're a lot of fun. They're just mind-numbing and, chilling. They're not going to tax your brain too much. And then if it does, you always go to YouTube and find the answer. Which is why I do gaming videos. So if you need an answer for a particular game, if I've played it, it's on the channel. Come play it. Come look at it if you get stuck. I've got a few people that will email me and go, have you played this game? Yeah. Is it on your channel? Yeah. Can you give me the URL to one of the videos? I said, well, I could, but you could just look it up yourself.
You were wanting me to try I used to play Among Us. I haven't played it in a while because it's annoying.
There's a VR one I want to try.
But there's a VR one you said you want me to check out. I might check that out.
We need to we need a DisplayPort cable extension for yours. Oh, we won't need it now.
Why?
Because your DisplayPort is right there on your left-hand side. I don't have to reach around the computer to plug it in. Right-hand side, sorry. The computer's over here.
Oh, okay.
The back of the computer, I just plug, because the Rift S that you have is notorious for losing its DisplayPort connection. And you have to unplug it, replug it in, unplug it, replug it in until the computer decides, hey, maybe there is something plugged in here.
And you said that other game that I was playing, the Plague one, is
really taken off.
Has become popular. That is really hard.
We need to get you to either use mouse and keyboard or controller and get good at one or the other. And it's just repetition. Play it, play it, play it, play it, play it until your fingers fall off.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be a mouse and keyboard
Person, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? As much as I use controller a lot, the mouse and keyboard is smoother. The action is smoother when you turn, and I mean, you can't see this because you're looking at your watch. I guess you can see it on your screen, but
Yeah, I can see it.
it's smoother. Like, remember I was commenting on that Hogwarts Legacy, which, by the way, I did pre-order.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind to play it. I don't know that I want.
You can sit over here and do it.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to have my own version of it. I'd try it first
Well,
because
there's huge controversy over that game, or some people are trying to create a controversy over it.
yeah, well, so if you feel strongly enough something, it speak up for sure. But
the game has nothing to do with the writer.
yeah,
Or
true.
She has nothing to do
Well,
with the game itself,
she
other than the
probably
title.
profits from it though. So
Yeah, probably very little though, because it's only loosely based on it. It's based on the lore more than the actual books themselves. There's no character. Well, there's a couple characters from the books that are in the game itself. I'm really looking forward to see listening to the headmaster, Simon Pegg. I like that guy. He's a cool actor. He's really come a long way from Shaun of the Dead.
yeah, I think this week I'm going to jump on Twitch and play some at least some Age of Empires or something
yeah.
that's up there already.
I don't think I have it installed.
Age of Empires?
Yeah. You can get it though.
I have
like
it
playing
installed. Oh, you yourself? Oh, I have it installed.
Yep.
There's that, and I don't know, just poke around and see what's up.
Try some Lego and have some fun.
I played one version of Lego. I can't remember which one,
Yeah.
and I found it a little on the annoying side. I think it was too basic for me.
Oh, could be. It is basic. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got lots of games you can try. You got lots on Game Pass that you can try
Yeah,
and find a genre that you like.
I think I'll do that.
I can't see you as a first-person shooter.
I like sort of mystery and whodunits and those kind of things.
You like to use your head.
Yes.
You would like and so would Buppa downstairs, the Assassin's Creed series, because you got to use your head. There's puzzles and
Yeah.
things to have, or even the
I've played Assassin's Creed, haven't I?
even Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah.
It's all puzzle solving. Yes, you got to shoot people and stick them with a knife and all that other stuff. But there's puzzles you have to solve, and there are some that I had to go to YouTube to get the answer. Or actually,
Yeah, I
was
like that.
playing, I got Buppa to help me figure it out.
Those are the kind of games I like to play at the casino too
I
when we
can't
go
play
on.
my spatial ability has been lost. Hey, I heard that word again.
What?
The one that you were talking about, divergent.
Yes.
There was about a young child that was put in handcuffs in Vancouver because he was divergent, apparently.
Neurodivergent?
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Divergent's the movie, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
He was on the spectrum and he was having issues. So to calm him down, the cops put him in cuffs on the ground.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's helpful.
That's so helpful. Although, and then once he settled down, he got up, and the kid was okay with it. He actually got to keep the handcuffs. Kid's got a better pair of handcuffs than I do.
Huh.
But it just goes to show, going back to mental health issues, that people do not understand. I mean, I understand officers are in a particular position where they don't have time to think about things.
Yeah, they have to de-escalate.
Well, some of them need better de-escalation training.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But you never know what's going to happen. Because, I mean, let's face it, they're armed.
Yeah.
All it takes is one wrong move, and the next thing you know, you got a hole in your chest.
Yeah. This one in the States, there
Yeah,
were the 5 police officers and their spokesperson for
They're
the
being charged.
police. Well, the spokespersons for the police there said that there was zero de-escalation happening anywhere in that thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was just
I have not watched the video, nor do I want to.
I haven't watched the video either.
Just being in the situation that I work in, occasionally we have to use de-escalation tactics. Most of the time we use it.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a standard with us.
Well, no, I don't want to second guess anyone that's in that particular situation, because who knows?
Say, well, I wouldn't do it that way. Well, you won't know until you're put in that.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
You don't know how you react until it happens. Like, I just sort of, to paraphrase, the messages I was dealing with on the phone, right? Mm-hmm. What was said was, I know the procedure, I know how to do it, but when it came down to it, my brain shut down.
Yeah. That's not surprising.
Yeah. It happens more than you think.
But
that's
surprising.
usually alleviated by training and education. And just, I hate to say it, practice.
I think it's, yeah, I was going to say it's more maybe practice, because I went through some of that same training to do that same stuff, and I know that when I was in a situation when it wasn't directed at me, and I think maybe I would have reacted differently had I been the one that the violent energy was directed at. I might have reacted differently, because I was observing other people dealing with it. I was very just sort of stood there and went, "Whoa, that was
my
pretty."
One employer, we recommended for our staff the course. It's called verbal judo.
Oh yeah.
It's taught by the Vancouver Police Department. So it's de-escalation techniques, but it's basically taking their own words and turning it backwards. In a nutshell, there's more to it than that, but so they feel like they solve their own problem without actually doing anything. You got your result that you wanted. It got resolved based on company policy, but it made them feel like they were the word I'm looking for, my turn for COVID brain.
The person solving the problem.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they were the person actually solving the problem. And even though it was just the way you spoke their words to them. And sometimes words can do better than grabbing them by the hand and throwing them through the door.
Perhaps making them feel like they were in control of their situation.
That's what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the word. See, COVID brain.
Yeah.
Well, my dear, we've been at this for an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. Well, then,
you want to shut it down?
I guess we should, yes.
Okay.
Go in.
So we are at it again next week, aren't we?
Yes, we're going to try to do every Sunday about the same time.
Yeah, it'll be between 3 and 6-ish, just based on what's going on in the world.
Yes, as we
what's going on in our world.
Have pesky family that needs to do stuff.
Well, I don't have a pesky J job now until February, so no, I have one Tuesday, but they want to do some stuff with my channel at least.
Yeah, I think next, I was just checking the date, next Sunday.
I'll eat you out. Next Sunday would be
the 5th.
I have nothing.
The 5th of February.
We don't work until the 10th or 11th, so.
Yeah, I don't see anything on that day, so that's cool. So we could do maybe a little bit early, maybe 5-ish, but anyways.
We could try, we got to make sure we get our promos out earlier, but I did 3 promos today. So that should help. I mean, I've noticed our numbers are up today. Thank you very much, people. Make sure you do subscribe. Especially like. I don't care if you don't subscribe for this, but if you like it, the more likes we get, the more the algorithm picks it up. And when the algorithm picks it up, we get pushed out to more people. We get more viewers. Right. On both channels. We're trying to get yours. Hey, look, I can see my hand in your video.
Yeah.
My hand disappears. We're trying to get you monetized.
Yes, so I have
I'm
stuff.
not concerned about views and likes for me on this one. Likes are great, but subscribers for you, definitely.
Yeah, and I've got stuff on my channel, recorded videos that are
that could use to be watched.
Yeah. They need some watch hours, and
we need to. Well, we've been talking about this just to add to kind of round the show off to a specific hour length. We've been talking about doing remote stuff. Start going to cons again once they start happening.
Sure.
I was looking at FanX in Vancouver.
next weekend, yeah, or
No,
February 19th weekend.
No, they're not doing it this year. Theirs isn't until June.
Oh, because
They moved
the
it.
birthday party person said they're going.
They canceled their February one because they just had one in the spring in October.
But that's the one that Data's coming to.
Brent Spinner. Yeah.
That's
Oops,
is that February?
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Because they were talking about it tonight that there's Riker and Data and
Oh, you are quite correct. Yeah, I can't be ready for that one.
yeah, that's mid-February.
I mean,
It's a
it
couple
works.
weeks.
I have, I have availability. Yeah, Sean Ashton's coming. Carl Weathers. Sean Gunn, which was from Guardians of the Galaxy. He's what's his name's assistant kind of thing. And the one I want to talk to or like to see talk to, Anthony Daniels is coming. I know. Who? C-3PO. For those who don't speak Star Wars.
Right. You did tell me
And
that.
Stephen Arnell is coming. The arrow dude. The guy with the bow and arrow.
Okay.
The guy that plays Ash from Pokemon.
Right.
And some of the characters that play in the Star Wars series, animated series. One that plays Obi-Wan, and
Oh yeah.
there's quite a few people coming.
Yeah.
I'd like to go, but it's expensive.
It's yeah, and you book online your photo ops and stuff with
See,
them.
the one I want to go to in June, and I'm actually kind of putting money away for it, is Linus's thing in Vancouver LTX.
Right.
That's a day trip for us.
Right. I would love to do FanX. I wanted to be an exhibitor for FanX, but geez,
We
it's
don't
like
have
so
anything
expensive.
that, here we go. Exhibitors. Become an exhibitor. Do we see what it cost this year?
I don't know. Last time I looked was a couple of years ago, and it was $800.
So would you go Artist Alley? Oh, that's something I wanted to bring up about that Chat GPT. Some people are using it to create memes
Yes.
and getting dinged where copyright is involved.
Oh, because they're not screening for
They're not
copyright of
screening for
art.
Copyright
Yeah.
pricing. So a standard table, right, is a 6-foot skirted table, 2 chairs, and 2 passes.
Yep.
How much do you figure that is?
$800.
225.
Really?
Yep.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. A premium one is a 5x12 end cap and one end cap space, 2 6-foot tables, right? 2 chairs and 2 passes.
Yeah.
2 tables and a 5x12 end cap space
Yeah.
is 510 plus GST.
Maybe that's what I was looking at.
That's not too bad either.
But still, it sounds like they've
That's
come down.
That's Artist Alley though.
Artist Alley. We're
So retailer, which is what we would probably go as.
yeah.
Yeah, that's not that's not cheap. So if you have a 1 to 2 booths, is $710.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
What, 3 days?
Yeah. That's
3
a
days?
yeah. That's a lot of change.
18, 19, 20. So 3 days.
Yeah. That's
The Artist Alley, you could no. So you wouldn't consider an author an artist, would you not?
probably not unless they had a book that was photography or something too.
What do tickets cost just to go? Single day passes, $43, $38. What about the weekend? 3-day passes are $80. Is that all?
That's not bad. Huh.
Before February 3rd. Where is it? Is it the same place? It's the convention center, right? That's a day trip, right?
Convention Center?
Yeah, that's a day trip. At least for me. I don't know if you can make that walk. It's not that far because all you do is you get on the ferry, you get on the bus, get on SkyTrain, right? Take the SkyTrain to Waterfront, come up the escalator, up the stairs, or in your case the elevator, because we know you don't like the escalator, and I don't blame you, right? You go up the stairs past the A&W there,
Mm-hmm.
and you're there. That's what I'm going to do for LTX. I'm not staying over. I'm just going to get the first ferry out in the morning and the last ferry back.
Have to check
Yeah.
schedules and so on.
I don't know if I could do. I can't do this one. It's just too tight. It's next weekend. Or no, it's. Do we get paid before that? Hang on, hold that thought.
It's the 18th, 19th, and 20th.
Oh, yeah. I have money. Shut up. Don't tell me. Oh no. Blah 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 blah. Not listening. I could go. It'd be worth the one day.
Yeah.
Like if you say the Sunday would be the best day for you and me. It's $43 for the day. I wouldn't do a 3-day pass. That'd be really expensive because you'd have to take the ferry over each time.
Well, I'd be inclined to do the Saturday because we got to do a YouTube on Sunday.
Why don't we just do the YouTube from right there?
Well, that's true. We could do that.
If we were staying, right, I would do the show from right there.
Interesting. We'll have to think about that.
Yeah, let's think about it because it's doable. Oh. Yes, it is. I work the 17th. All right, we should wrap this up for more than one reason. I won't tell you what that is.
There's a puppy dog.
No, I've had too much coffee.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a puppy dog.
Yeah.
2.
And
Okay.
dinner.
Well, anyways.
So we will say goodbye. You will say goodbye.
Well, be sure that you, excuse me, be sure that you like and subscribe.
Join the channel. Become a channel member for me. I would take that.
Hyperlynx or polykiss or both, please.
Yep. The links are in the show notes.
Yes.
In the descriptions, and if you came here from Twitter, you should at least have it in your history.
Yes, and if you somebody that would like to come on and chit chat with us as being our guest,
bringing them on.
there's email hookups in the show notes
In the
as well.
And there's emails are there. The URLs are there. Email me or hit me a DM on Twitter. How about you?
Yep, same here.
Email would be better for you. You don't check your DMs on Twitter all that often.
That's very true, actually.
Yeah, I would email you.
Mm-hmm.
And email to herself at polykiss.ca for you.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right, we're gonna say goodbye.
Okay.
Bye.
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 See you next time.
Hands? What the heck? No, I'm looking at the actual stream. It's only in an hour 42.
I'll keep the fireside burning
Yeah,
until
keep it going.
next time.
All right, see you later, boys and girls.
Bye.